In this video, I don't want to go into too much detail because this could be an endless string of information for you. But if you don't know, Apple and macOS, they've included so much attention to detail around accessibility. So if you go into System Preferences, you can click on the Accessibility System Preference pane. In the left column, you see a list of categories or groups, and when you select one on the right side, you'll see some of those accessibility features. And these are features that are designed around people with disabilities in one way, or kind of features that are difficult to interact with, maybe with the normal input methods, whether it be a mouse or a standard keyboard. These features are ways to extend the capabilities and the number of people that can use these devices. So some of these features, though, even if you don't think that you have a disability, you'll find that you use these features because they do things like screen zoom, for example, being able to zoom into specific areas of the screen and other places on here. So there's some really cool features in here, and if you haven't looked through these, I would recommend it. These features may be a little bit confusing when you just read what you're seeing on the screen. So don't hesitate to go down and click on the little question mark in the corner, because this will bring up the macOS user guide and explain in a lot of detail what every one of these controls does. So for example, using the keyboard shortcut to zoom, you can use this, and you'll see the description here, but essentially you can use the keyboard to zoom in or out of a specific area of the screen. So there's many different capabilities in here. VoiceOver being able to read things back to you on the screen. We looked at zooming a little bit into specific areas. The display settings let you go in and customize the visuals and what you're seeing on the screen itself. So for example, you might need color inversion to help it make it easier for you to see things on the screen. And you can invert the color like that. You can use grayscale if you don't need color on the screen. Or you're colorblind, this is a way to go in and use that. So again, not going to go into too much detail with all the little features that are here, but there are plenty of controls on here. Even going down to Siri, which we talked about yesterday, you can go into here to Siri, enable type to Siri. And what this will do is when you activate Siri, you can actually go in here and type in what you want to ask Siri. Instead of using vocals to talk, you can just type in a word of what the question is you're requesting from Siri, and that's something that's right here in the accessibility features. And again, if you're on this channel, you should know that this is a Final Cut Pro channel. That's what we talk about most of the time, or what I'm going into with demos and things like that. But this month we did want to talk about macOS. But these controls, a lot of people don't think that you can control Final Cut if you have a disability, or if you're limited in what you can do and interact with the Mac. But that is extremely far from the truth. Using these accessibility features built into macOS and some extra hardware, using the controls to be able to interact with the Mac, you can actually go through to edit using that. And if you have not looked at this video, I would recommend looking up Apple accessibility, specifically with Sadie here. She is disability, but she uses the switch controls to go through, and she actually is able to completely edit with Final Cut Pro 10 using those controls, even though she doesn't have the capability to interact with Final Cut in kind of the standard way that you might think of when you look at Final Cut using the accessibility controls. So this allows her to go through, and you just using the tap controls, you can go through and select everything that's in the interface. This is an older video, but it's still very relevant, if anything more relevant to what we're working on right now with the current versions of macOS. So if you know anyone that can benefit from the accessibility controls, or if you can yourself, don't hesitate, go in here, check them out, spread the word on these. If there's a question that you have about a specific one of these features, don't hesitate, leave it in the comments below, or send an email to finalcutprohelp@me.com. And also, just remember that Apple is extremely behind. Like they're so about accessibility and building it into their products. So if there's some way that you're trying to interact with your Mac, with the software, especially using these accessibility controls, and it's not working for you, don't hesitate to go on the feedback forms within Final Cut or on apple.com/feedback and provide that. Again, if you're having any issues with that, you can always reach out to me as well, and our crew here at Final Cut Pro Help at me.com. But it's just a little tiny system preference pane in here, but extremely powerful to how many people interact with their Mac.